that's part of me becoming a teacher. Okay, so I want you to look at the front of the book. We're going to be reading The King's Bed today by Anna Keyes and illustrated by Judy Brown. Okay, so by looking at the front of our story, what do you think is going to happen in our story?
Probably make the bed fall, or probably make a bed out of something.
Okay,
And then
maybe.
he might sleep in it.
Maybe. So we're going to be looking at problem and solution today, okay? So what do you think might be the problem in the story, just by looking at the front cover?
He might fall. I'm going first.
You go first.
Okay. Because the lady, actually, he might fall, and maybe she might make a bed out of this, or maybe make a bed out of green stuff, or and then
maybe. Helena, what do you think is going to happen?
I think he made a bed out of the.
Does that look like a bed though on the front?
No.
No. So his problem, what do you think his problem might be?
He can't get in it.
He can't get in
He
it?
probably will fall if he tries to get in it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
okay.
what I said.
So we have two characters in our story. We have the king and we have the queen. Okay, and
That's
we have
a cute puppy.
and we have a cute puppy down here, but we don't know the name of him.
I can see.
So
King.
the king had a problem in our story. So let's turn to pages 2 and 3. Go to pages 2 and 3, Kylie.
2 and 3.
Can you turn to pages 2 and 3 for me?
The king cannot sleep.
So by looking at this page, it tells us a little more. What do you think the problem is here?
The bed is too small because this bed is too small, it says.
It says, so we found it in the book, what our problem is, okay? So, you will. We'll take a scoot back and you can lay your book down. There you go. Okay, so now let's turn to pages 6 and 7.
So you're skipping some pages?
Yeah, we're going to skip some pages because we're going to go back and read it here in a second. So, on pages 6 and 7, what's happening here?
He's buying a new bed.
It looks like he's buying a new bed. What do you think?
But those look a little bit too small.
They look a little too small.
But I think this one.
Do you think any of them are big enough? Or is he still going to be
I think
cramped up like the last one?
I think this one way in the back. Cramped up.
Maybe still cramped up?
No, he's going to be straight out.
So, let's turn to pages 14 and 15 now.
9, 11, so that's 6, 13, 14, and 15.
So does it look like he's found a bed?
No.
Why? Why do you think that?
Because look at his face, and why is he so tall?
His face, and what's his emotion showing?
Like, because he can't really find a bed.
Can't really find a bed. So what is that sad? Is that happy?
That's sad.
It's sad.
Because
really mad.
she's short and she can fit in the size where he can get cramped up.
That's right. So we still haven't found a solution to our problem. So let's go back, and I want you to read.
Because we don't want to look at the last page.
Yeah, we don't
I
want to look.
just saw a bed that he fell into the little
Yep.
hole.
We're going to find out about that. So let's go back to the beginning. Well, you're going to find out when you read. So let's go back to the beginning and quietly read through. And I want you to pay attention to your letters when you're reading and your beginning sounds. Make sure you're sounding your word out.
What's this word?
Find it out. What's it start with?
O.
Is that a B or a D?
D.
A D. So D. So could.
Could
Could.
not sleep. This bed is too small for me. He said,
Good job.
you need a
Mhm.
That would be hard.
Mhm.
Not like that one.
Oh, you're supposed to keep going. Oh, yeah.
a new bed, said the queen. Let's look for a new bed for you.
Good job.
The king and queen went to a store
Mhm.
by
Oh, what's that start with?
they
Mhm.
the,
TH makes the sound.
they looked and looked for a bed.
We did it again.
Mhm. Read again, my
Do
lady.
you look?
Oh,
Do you like this bed? The queen asked.
you got a suffix there.
This bed is too soft, said the king. It's not a good bed for me. Do you like this bed? What's this word?
So it's got a suffix on it. We talked about that today. So take that off and read your root word.
Asked
Good job.
the queen. No, it's
Oh, what's that start with?
no. This one is too hard, said the queen. It's not a good bed for me. Do you like this one? Asked the queen. The king said, no, I don't
Good job.
like it. It all.
Oh, what's that word? What's it start with?
At
Good job.
all. This is not a good bed for a king. You're right, because it's a little thing.
It's not a
He
kid.
needs a king bed.
That's right. Needs a bigger bed. He can't
He,
have.
He needs a one his size.
He does, doesn't he? So we're looking for a problem and solution.
The king wanted.
Oh, nope. What letter is that?
Did not.
Did not. When you put it together, it says
Did not.
didn't.
Didn't ski one bed with.
Ooh, what's that start with? TH makes a sound.
That he liked let's
Good job.
go home, said the queen. I'll fix your bed.
Good job. So we're looking for our solution.
And she did.
So she fixed his bed. So what's that zzz signifying?
He's sleeping.
He's sleeping. And what's that probably mean?
He's snoring.
He's snoring.
And look, she fixed it.
I sleep in my laundry.
You do?
Yeah.
You sleep with what?
I sleep in my laundry area.
Ooh. Okay.
My
Well,
dog used to, because all of our clothes were like all out of our bags, but my dog used to sleep there, but we cleaned it up yesterday.
well, that's good. So you get to sleep in your bed now.
Nope. I still sleep in the laundry area, but
Why do you still sleep in the laundry?
So your problem is that you're sleeping in the laundry room.
I sleep, no, not in the laundry room, but we only have a living room. We don't have a laundry room, so we put the clothes there. Like there's one, like just
So what's your
there's a big corner and there's 3 bags.
So if you relate this to our story, what's your problem in your situation? Is the problem that you
curl up,
have to curl up?
and that's
So
how I usually
the
sleep.
solution is to sometime get a bed, right? Okay.
Yeah, we
So
don't have beds because we don't have enough money.
yeah.
My mom works at Walmart.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the king though, he had a bed, but what was his problem with the bed that he had, Kylie?
Oh man.
It was
Kylie, can you tell me?
it was too small,
It was
but
too small.
and then she fixed it, and then it turned, and she probably sawed it like this, and then latched it together, and then
So our solution
and
is.
there's loader.
So that was our solution, was latching the thing on the bottom of his bed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So she can have the side of her bed, and he can have the side of his bed.
So we found our problem and we found our solution in our story. And who fixed the king's bed?
The queen.
The queen did. So she found our solution, right?
I wonder why she's like colorful there, but she's here. She's colorful here, but here she's making this. Wait. But here she's making the same face, but this one is like all gray, and this one's
It's just the
colorful.
way the book is.
Yeah.
All right, so give me your book set. We're going to work on some more problem and solution, okay? So I have puzzle pieces that have a problem and solution. So let me get them here. So I have a bunch of puzzle pieces that we're not using our clipboard yet, so you can move those to the side. So I'm going to mix these up, okay? Don't touch them yet. Don't touch them yet. So we're going to mix these up. So there's 3 different solutions here and 3 different problems. So your goal, okay, we've got them mixed up. Your goal is to find a problem and match it with a solution that makes sense.
What if this one actually went to the house?
I don't know. So pick one of these cards, Kylie. Just pick one, and then we're going to find the problem or the solution to it.
Are these all go in the book like thing?
No, these don't go with the book. These are real life situations. So these are a problem and solution you might have sometime. So just pick one up. Okay, now let's read that. We're going to see if we can find either the problem or solution, whichever one we don't have.
I can read a book until it is time to. I can't read out, but
What's it start with? Hand.
In my way.
Work. So I can read a book until it is time to hand in my work. So we need to find something, one of these, that has to do with something to do with work. So let's read through these. We have Joe wants to buy a new bell for his bike, but it doesn't have enough money. So does that sound like it's a problem?
Yes.
But does it go with the one we have?
No.
No. So I finished my classroom before it was time to hand it in. My classwork before it was time to hand it in. Does that sound like it goes with it? So we'll put that one to the side. That's an option. Your sister spilt her milk all over the kitchen floor. Does that go with our problem, our solution? No. So, and then, oh yeah, we have one more. My pencil point broke. So is that the problem? No. So it's probably this one, right? So our problem is they finished their classwork before it was time to hand it in. And our solution is that they can read a book until it's time to move on to something else, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We're good next.
So, Helena, you pick one. Okay, so can you read that one?
I will ask my teacher if I can.
Sound it out. What's that? What does AR sound like? R. Sharpen.
My pencil.
So if we have the problem, or this is our solution, which one might be our problem? The pencil point broke, the sister spilt the milk, or Joe wants to buy a new bike but doesn't have enough money.
What did that one say?
So this one says, I will ask my teacher if I can sharpen my pencil. So
What's that one?
this one,
This one.
so this one says Joe wants to buy a new bell for his bike. Does that sound like it's the problem? No. So this one says her sister spilt her milk. So is that our problem? My pencil point broke.
Yeah.
So does that sound like our solution of sharpening it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's fix gonna do that. Joe wants to buy a new bell for his bike, but doesn't have enough money. So we have two solutions left. So you get some paper towels to help wipe it up, or he sets up a lemonade stand to earn money. So if my problem is I don't have enough money for something, what's my solution going to be? Is it going to be to set up a lemonade stand?
Yes.
Yeah. So that leaves your sister spilt her milk. So what are we going to do?
Clean it up with paper
Clean
towels.
it up with paper towels.
That's the right way to do it.
Okay, so we're going to do one more thing. I want you to do this on your own. I want you to get your clipboard.
Do we need a pencil?
Oh, yes, you're going to need a pencil. Go grab your pencils. While Miss Faye grabs your paper. doing good so far. All right. So we just talked about some problems and solutions. I want you to come up with your own problem and solution. So on the bottom, you're going to write your problem on the left-hand side.
This one?
Yes, so you're going to write your problem over here on this side and draw a picture to go with it. And then you're going to write your solution to your problem here and draw a picture of your solution.
Do we have to do the same thing in the book that we just read?
Nope, you're going to make up your own. So we did this the other day too. Do what?
What is a solution?
A solution is when you find the answer to your problem. So like we had,
Okay, I know.
so like we had the pencil broke as our problem, but we can sharpen it for our solution, so it fixes our pencil.
Okay, I know what I'm going to draw.
Okay.
Can I draw the picture?
Yep. Write it first, okay?
Yeah, that's
Write it
what
so you know what you're drawing.
Yeah.
So what might your problem be?
I meant
We just talked about one of yours.
That the book
How do you spell my?
The book paper. Okay, so the paper tour.
Is this how you write
So if
mine?
that's your problem, write your problem. What's your problem, Kylie? Write your problem down.
My dog. How do you spell dog? Is that how you spell dog?
What's that letter look like? Is that a B or a D? Okay, so you need to do what?
My dog.
And then draw your picture.
Do I have to make a person like standing, or can I just do a paper?
Just do paper. It's fine. Because you're showing the paper.
I'm just gonna draw a picture of the paper or do something. I'm gonna pretend they were doing tic-tac-toe.
But is that broke? If your paper's broke, what's it gonna look like? So make your paper look like what you just wrote.
Keep coming.
Oh, I can't do that.
All the can I just write here? When I go
And then you're going to write your solution and draw a picture. Okay. And then you're going to draw a picture of your problem.
I think how to spell teacher.
Sound it out. What do you
there's
hear?
a little blanket.
Just got to be a sketch. Nothing fancy.
And I have a big bear, so draw that bear's leg. It's
A
okay.
little bit too close.
And then my dog Yo-Yo always climbs here to, no, here. So she's right there, and then she goes all the way to my pillow. Then I always have to reach back here to pet her.
Okay, so now you're gonna write your solution and draw your picture.
And then I'm gonna write, then my mom calls her and maybe give her a treat.
Okay, so mom calls and gives treat.
Mom, I know how to spell mom. Mom,
This has
all,
been really wet.
and
So do you have your problem and your solution?
So Jonathan.
Okay.
and give a
Make sure you're putting spaces between your words.
Also, my
What do you hear at the
big dog.
beginning of the word treats? What letter do you hear? Watch my mouth. Treats.
Treats.
What do you hear at the beginning? Treats.
T
So what do you have?
SHR.
So treats.
I'm trying to do this, but since I can't even
Try to scoot it over so I can write more.
Yeah, that's okay. Good job. Good job. And then just draw your picture.
Okay, so there's my problem. Then it goes all the way to here. And then my mom is sitting on the couch. And she has this big bucket.
Oh no. Did I drop it?
And then that's little treats. And then she says, yo, yo.
Good job. All right.
And then she comes and jumps up. And then
I'm done.
All right. I'll take your sheet.
she like doing this for a little treat. I'm done.
All right. Good job. I'll take them.
12.
And if do you have your iReady minutes yet?
I don't know.
Okay. Check to see if you have your iReady minutes. If not, you need to do those. All right. And put your clipboards back up.